What's going on YouTube? Wild Lion Games here. We are going to take a look at reading a defense on this flood concept and how I'm able to complete this pass and what you should look out for. But first, let's go ahead and run the play so you can see it in action. Let's rewind this real quick. First thing I'm looking at when I come to the line of scrimmage, I know I have this flood concept. It's not what I would call a flood, but in Backbreaker, as you can see with the play art, your 3 receiver is running a drag, your 2 receivers got a dig, and the 1 receiver has a go route. On the backside, we have a hook, and we have a go from the number 2, but I'm not really looking at the backside. Plus, you know, it's like 3rd and 13. Running a hook is not going to do us a whole lot here on 3rd and 13. What I'm looking at here when I come to the line of scrimmage, I know what I got. I'm looking at the middle linebacker, and I'm looking at that right safety. I'm thinking, all right, this is either like cover 4 or cover 2, right? I definitely see the cover 2, but I think this might be cover 4. You know, you're not going to get, this is an old game. You're not going to get cover 6 or anything fancy. You're not going to get any stunts. This game's like 14 years old now. So you're going to get basic coverages. But there's also a possibility that the 2 outside corners are also bailing. And we've got like a cover 4 situation, which would then leave your 2 nickel corners, or your 2 nickel backs, excuse me. Which would then leave your 2 nickel backs covering the flats, and then your middle linebacker here covering a large area of the middle zone. So all of that being said, and even if it is cover 2, that middle linebacker is still covering that middle zone. You might see man with your interior guys, but what I'm looking at here really is going to end up being, I'm going to read this deep to short, which, you know, you should probably actually kind of read this short to deep. For the purposes of Backbreaker, I wanted to start on the very outside so I could work my way back across the middle, because you know how the camera angle is, right? So what I'm going to be looking for with the safety is that the safety is going over top. I want to confirm that. And I also want to confirm that the outside receiver is either staying man or bailing, right? So then my next read is honestly going to be that middle linebacker, whether he sits or he drops back. Because if he sits, I want to throw that the dig route, but if he drops back, then I want to throw underneath him to the drag route when he comes across the middle of the field, and hopefully pick up a first down on a shorter route. So I get the ball, I'm looking immediately. If I pause right here, but immediately I'm seeing the that safety going over top. I'm looking at man coverage here, and then right here I'm seeing basically everybody bail. And I see that middle linebacker. There's our middle linebacker that we're looking at. He's sitting down 5 yards off the line of scrimmage. I know he's taking away that drag route. I can't throw it. So now I know I got to switch to the dig, and there's no one there to take him. Now, everybody on this play bailed. I could have thrown the hook route even, because there was no one over there, but the play's happening so fast, I'm not seeing that in real time. So let's back the camera up. And actually that looks like the defensive end came and got into the zone there either way. So we've got like some weird like cover, I don't know what kind of coverage this is, but the drag's coming across. You got that linebacker sitting there, and right now I'm thinking I don't really know what's open, but what really gives it away is when that middle linebacker turns his hips and runs. You see that right there. Once I see his back, like once you see the back of the player's jersey, you can throw this ball. Granted, the drag route also ended up being open because everybody bailed. I really thought that nickelback on the left side there would have stayed down into the flats to take away anything down there, but you really just had like 3 receivers wide open, just busted coverage across the board. Hope that gives you an idea of how you should read a defense in a play like this. You know, you want to work potentially even short to long is how you might even want to work this route. And you're basically just trying to eye, especially that middle linebacker, because if you can get your eye on that middle linebacker, especially like if he blitzes and clears, then I would just throw the drag route right away. If you got a lot of pressure coming, you got 2 linebackers blitzing at you, throw the drag, get what the defense can take you. Now, if he gets back in the coverage, you can also take the drag, or if he just sits down, you can throw the dig over top of him. You know, if you get a safety coming down or something like that, then that's when you can throw the deep ball. And the reason why I say you should actually do this short to long is because the shorter route is obviously going to develop quicker, and the longer route is going to take a lot longer to develop. So if you can look at the short route and see it's not there, and then go to your next route and then go to the deeper route, because by that time that deep route should be developing. But if you look long first, if you're looking at that post first and it's not there, it's probably too late. Your drag is all the way on the other side of the field and he already might be covered, or he's running back to you doing something else. Backbreaker can be funny. But that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and we got more content coming soon. Peace.